Ladies and gentlemen, General Brent Scowcroft. Thank you so much, General.
Thank you very much, Joe and Mika. I'm glad Mika said most of the nice things about me. If Joe had, I'd have been worried tremendously. It's my great privilege tonight to introduce the recipient of the 2009 Distinguished Business Leadership Award, Samuel Palmisano, Chairman, President, and Chief Executive Officer of IBM, one of the world's largest IT companies. Especially for this audience, Sam really does not need an introduction. Now, it is frequently said, and I've said it, those who need no introduction are frequently the ones who crave it the most. But I know Sam as a personal friend, and I suspect he's thinking, hurry up, Brent, and please be brief. I mentioned he was a personal friend, and that leads me to a story relating to the Kennebunkport golf course, where I play once in a while, and where I frequently come across golf balls located in the most impenetrable part of the rough, with a little IBM logo on them. Now Sam disclaims ownership, but since he's a frequent golfing partner of one of our other recipients tonight, President Bush, at the Kennebunkport Golf Course, he is deeply suspect. But what really makes me wonder, though, is why IBM, whose Deep Blue wiped out Garry Kasparov in chess, cannot develop a golf ball for its CEO that can distinguish between a green grass fairway or a bramble bush. But I digress. Most people do not know that Sam Palmisano is a local boy, if we're allowed to include Baltimore in the greater metropolitan area. He grew up in Baltimore on the same block as Johnny Unitas. As the Baltimore Colts Hall of Fame quarterback, Unitas knew a lot about leadership on the gridiron. But he also obviously recognized it off the field as he entrusted Sam to babysit his kids. As all the parents in this room know, finding a good babysitter is no small accomplishment. And when you have a babysitter who can play the sax, you know you've found a gold mine. Sam studied at one of the finest universities in the nation, Johns Hopkins University, where he majored in history when he wasn't playing center on the Hopkins football team. Hopkins was so impressed with Sam's athletic talents that it gave him a scholarship for both football and lacrosse. It's probably a good thing the Peabody Conservatory was not a part of Hopkins at the time, or he would have ended up with a third scholarship. And I must point out that no one has ever accused Sam of playing football without a helmet. Sam began his career at IBM in 1973 and rose rapidly through its ranks. He played a key role in creating and leading IBM's global services, building the largest and most diversified IT services organization in the industry. He also served as a senior managing director of operations for IBM Japan. Since Sam became president of IBM in 2000 and then chairman and CEO 2 years later, IBM has acquired more than 100 companies, experienced record earnings per share growth and record cash flow, and has invested more than $50 billion in R&D. Sam has pioneered values-based management, expanded IBM's service businesses, divested several businesses, including the PC business to Levono, which is one of the most prominent of activities, and worked to extend IBM's technological leadership into new areas such as green computing, virtualization, and open infrastructures. He's been a strong proponent of innovation, working with governments and businesses around the world to adapt transformative agendas. It is an extraordinarily talented businessman and a truly great American whom we honor tonight. A global business leader and innovator, an active participant in public affairs and philanthropy, a teacher and a role model, his life has been one of vision, stewardship, and leadership. For his many contributions to increasing the welfare of the global community, the Atlantic Council proudly presents its 2009 Distinguished Business Award, Leadership Award to Samuel J. Palmisano.